Hey, what's going on, good people? In this video, we're gonna do a reaction to the Casual Bachelor channel that he did. He made a compilation of Survivor Island videos with Bear Grizzly, and it's hilarious. Now, I do think Bear Grizzly himself, he be trolling these women. He put these challenges together of men versus women. I think he always kind of knows how these are gonna play out, and I think he's trolling a bit, but it's absolutely hilarious. So we definitely gonna get into it and break it down. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like the video, and definitely drop a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think. I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's get right into it.
I'm all about being independent, not, relying on men for anything. But fire is really important, and the way that they have their camp set up, they have an area to put wood to keep dry. They have all the things they need to cook food. They keep their fire going because it's right by their bed. I mean, they just have a really good system going for them, and we don't.
Imagine that. The men got everything that these women need. They can build them a home. They can build them a bed. They can keep them warm. They can feed them. Why would a woman need a man?
It sucks that we need the boys for some things.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's things that we really need from them, and I hate that it's always like a bargain. Well, what can we get from you? And it's just so annoying.
She acts as if it's so bad that women need men. Do you see how depressed she looked when she had to realize? It's almost like she just went into a state of small depression when she realized, yeah, we do need men. It looked like it hurt this woman that she can't make it through her day without asking a man to do something for her. Like, it's just, she just want to make it through one day without asking a man for nothing.
I don't know what their mentality is. Every time they ask for something, they act like they deserve it, and they make it sound like we are taking more from them than they are from us, which is completely ludicrous. So every time we turn around, they're wanting something.
In a quid pro quo situation, someone in a position of power demands sexual favors in exchange for job benefits.
You just want just a minute of warmth, and then you can just struggle through it. And when the boys said that they didn't want us standing around their fire anymore.
Unless sexual favors are given, there will be a loss of job benefits.
I love what he did with the donate to help women. This part right here, this is.
We've been crapped on since we've been here. We got zero sleep last night. We stayed up the entire night, froze, soaking wet, and we haven't had fire because it rained and put it out.
So he's funny for that.
I can't be cold one more second.
I was thankful last night that we stuck to our guns a little bit after tribal and didn't run over and jump in the men's shelter. But going over there this morning, I have no I've never been so miserable. I couldn't get my tail over there to that fire fast enough. Come on, guys.
This is a very high fall. Make sure you keep your arms to your chest and land on your back. Here we go. Bill jumps. Jonas jumps.
This part here was definitely funny. He had the Game of Thrones, the dead of the Game of Thrones falling off the wall, man. This is classic.
He gives it a go.
She definitely hit her arm. She landed wrong. She landed on her wrist.
Injury holding that wrist. Come on.
Yeah. She didn't land right.
Courtney, are you okay?
I'm really dizzy. I don't think I can do that.
All right, everybody hold up. Okay, so it's unclear right now what it is for sure. Until you x-ray, you won't know.
Started working on our shelter, and lo and behold, as always, some of the girls came over and were like, can we borrow an amber from our fire? They didn't have fire. So
I don't think any of the girls want to stand over there. It's uncomfortable mooching off of them. I mean, they're all like, excuse me, move.
I literally just wanted somebody to punch me so I can be knocked out last night.
talking about, well, we haven't been warm all night, blah, blah, blah. We're soaking wet. We're cold. We're freezing. So the guys have just, I guess, had to get this mindset like, no more deals. It's off. Like, You know, this is a game. We want to be nice, but again, we're playing for $1 million. Like, screw these girls.
I went out crab hunting this morning and came back and found 6 or 8 of the girls in our shelter underneath our stuff, sitting on our beds, you know, soaking wet, you know, sitting by our fire.
I need to borrow your car right quick.
What kind of shit is that? Want to borrow my car? Hell no!
The worst thing in the world to me is being wet and cold. And it's been like that for a long time.
Everyone's different, you know. I mean, the women gets really quite feral and shocking, actually, in a way that I'd never anticipated.
We got a woman whose mind has finally cracked.
Erica starts throwing away.
He is cracking. This is a wild hyena. This is what I call. Oh, this is what men are calling hyenas.
It's just bizarre.
What is going on?
She's now going to push some wood in the sea.
Oh my God, I am so fucking sorry.
One of the women on the island, which was, she goes, I can't afford to cry anymore, it's dehydrating me.
I feel such a dick.
Warren, you're my hero.
Oh, thank you.
However determined they are, they just can't do it.
We are a team here, aren't we? Apart from Jane.
You know what? We're dealing with hormonal, irrational women right now. It's not even worth trying to negotiate, and at this point, I'm done.
Every time we caught a fish, it was like a big hurrah. Like, we know we can do something that the boys have been doing every day.
Stab a crocodile, gut it, and then carry it out of the jungle.
So me and Troy go over to the women's tribe, and we propose that they let us use the net, because they obviously don't know how to use the net. So they go over, me and Troy go over and we say, listen, if you let us use the net, we'll give you 50% of whatever we catch.
I'm just like, 50 fish, that's enough. Everybody can have 2-3 fish each in both tribes. So, Jonas doesn't have a suave way about asking things.
See, this woman just admitted herself that the plan that he had, it actually sounded good. You know, 50 fish, that's a lot of fish to split up and, you know, it'll work. But it was the way he asked for it. It was his tone. It was his delivery. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff they still want to play games with in a survival type environment. On a freaking island, you hungry, need some fish, you worried about the way the guy said it. These women are impossible.
What we want to do now, we're not pushing the issue. What we're going to do is just let them fumble around for a few more days and not catch fish. And they'll come back. And when they come back, the deal's different. It's not 50-50 anymore because they're coming back to us. The deal's more like...
Every day, our number one priority is shelter. And we're so overworking on our shelter, and it's still just, it's not. We got rained on all night last night. It's like every time we go to bed, we dread it because we know we're just going to be sitting there miserable, soaking wet and cold until the...
United Tribal.
Yeah, those guys don't give a crap about any of us girls, and it showed it today. They don't care. We're not letting those muscles discourage us at all.
All right, let's load up the stuff, guys.
Girls, if we all just keep our head in the game and try to stay, you know, together and just take the boys down, then we'll just be one huge ball of badassness.
2,000 years later.
This season's Battle of the Sexes hasn't been a battle at all. The men's tribe has won every challenge.
Badassness.
And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I think this was the best compilation of these, you know, male versus female type compilations that people do on YouTube. This probably was one of my most favorite ones. And I honestly gotta admit that there's something about watching women fail that makes some men smile. And look, not that I enjoy watching women suffering, but I think all men kind of do like to see a woman get knocked down a few pegs with their delusional sense of thinking they're better than men. That's why a lot of men enjoy Kevin Samuels. Get out of your head thinking you're all that. You're not all that. I'm independent. I don't need no man. I can survive on my own. And that's true and dandy when you're in modern countries. But when you're in a survival type situation, I bet you won't hear no woman saying it then, because she's gonna be proving to show that she do need a man. You do need a man to get out here and cut this wood, to just get the fire going, go kill something. He's just better at it. It's not a big deal. It's not a competition.